Hello, lovely beings. Welcome to yoga today. Today I want to tell you, you're just as magnificent as the stars in the heavens, but even a little more special because you were stardust and now you're human, and I think that's magical. Today's yoga is just about being with your body, relaxing, it's giving it a hug, just gentle, mindful, connected. So let's make our way to our mats. We're gonna start seated, do a few things to warm up the spine, and everything's gonna be gentle, soft. Just seeing how your body feels and giving it the gift to relax, release, let go. So find a comfortable seat, cross-legged. I'm sitting on my heels. You could even lay for this first part if that vibes with you. But take a few shifting breaths and bring your awareness to how your body feels in this moment. How it feels to breathe. And some cycles of breath to just feel the movement. How your body moves as it breathes. Belly shifts away from center as you inhale. Breath expands, the ribs open. Rise all the way to the collarbones. Everything soft. Melts back towards center as you exhale. So a couple more breaths. Each one sinking a little deeper into that space in you that observes. And one more breath. And so we're warming up our spine, and we're going to start from a tabletop shape. So we're going to shift onto our hands and knees, and that gives us some room to wiggle. So place your hands on the mat in front of you, spread the fingers nice and wide, it's shoulders over your wrists. It's hips over your knees, so take a moment and stack those joints. You can dig your toes or lay them flat, you choose. We're starting with the cat-cow. There's the 3 locks. We've got the pelvic floor. Start to engage that, a bit of holding. Gently hug your belly in towards spine and bring your shoulder blades together behind you. Align your neck. So find that soft, safe space. Chin is resting, backside of neck is soft, and we find our breath now. As you inhale, take the chin more upright, shift your tail towards the sky, bottom row of ribs dip. We exhale, tuck the chin into chest, pull the belly firmly in so the center of spine rises, and you'll feel your head and tail come together beneath you. And as you breathe, you move and shift. In-breath curves the spine like a crescent moon shape, and exhale, bends and folds. And we'll take one more cycle of breath. Find your neutral spine here, so tuck the tail slightly, pull the belly in. We'll do a few side bends. So bring your hips towards one side, and that same side, the ribs dip towards hips and shoulder as well. Bring your ear towards shoulder, so feel the whole side body kind of cinches together. We'll shift through center and feel the other side. Breathe and move. Inhale as you transition through center, and exhale. Use that bit of squeeze to press the breath out. And then we'll find our center again. And here we're coming into some thread the needle. So you can choose to stay in stillness once we relax into the shape, or you can breathe and move, whatever is your vibe for these moments. So take the right hand, keep it rooted, bring the left above you, smooth, deep inhale. And as we exhale, soften the left shoulder towards the mat. You can turn your face. Take the right arm above you. You can send it behind your spine if that feels better to you. You can hold here in stillness. You can use your breath to float you back up to the top part of this shape and melt you back down. And you choose. So maybe it's a bit of both for today. Few cycles of breath. And one more. Press the belly out with breath. And we'll rise, find our neutral spine again, and shift into the other side. So this time, the left hand roots, take the right arm above you, in breath. Send the gaze towards the fingertips. Exhale, soften the shoulder towards the mat. You can extend the left arm above you, wrap it behind your spine. You choose. Breathe and move. Feel that rotation from tail through center of spine, shoulder blades. One more breath. We'll rise up to tabletop. And now we're coming into a shape. It's the baby dog, the puppy. So this is an inversion, and also it's a nice curve for our spine. So we're gonna keep from our hips to our toes the same here. And we walk the hands forward. So the intention of this shape, we wanna keep the tail above knees and sink the ribs towards your thighs. And then settle the arms. You can reach them forward. You can place your forehead on the mat. You can turn your face if you like how that feels better. And a few breaths to melt the chest towards the mat, relaxing through the neck. Tail high, head low. Feel that curve in the spine. And one more breath. Shift your hands a little closer to you underneath the shoulders, and the next shape we're going to make is also a curve for the spine, and it's called the Sphinx. So for this, send your knees a little further back. We're going to lower our chest right down onto the floor. So bend the elbows, start to bring the chest onto the mat. Press the front side of your pelvic bones into the mat. We want to level through the pelvis. You can squeeze the knees and feet together. You can have some space there. You decide for you. But we'll start to slide the elbows underneath the shoulders. Hands reaching towards the top side of the mat. You can lay the feet flat, dig the toes. You choose. Take a few breaths. Feel that front part of the chest or upper part, your sternum. Shine the sternum light towards the sky. If you like imagery, you can picture from your tail all the way through the top of crown, drawing some space like a mercury in the thermometer. Breathe, tail to crown. Keep lots of softness between ears and shoulders. And one more cycle of breath. Transitioning out of this shape, first we're going to make the spine neutral. So shift the elbows more to the outer mat, chest softens to the floor. Take a breath, press your belly into the floor as you breathe. As you exhale, let everything melt so the floor aligns the spine neutral. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. You can dig the toes. Draw the elbows in. We're going to press our bodies back up onto our knees. And the next shape we're making is a frog. So this is a hip opener. I'm going to turn and face you for this one. So for this, we want to take as much space between our knees as we can. So a lot of space, or whatever your body allows. And then we want to align the knees to the ankles. Those joints are in alignment, and we turn so the big toe is resting on the floor. So we've opened the hips. and you can always adjust your spacing. You can stay right here, upright. Take a few breaths and relax the hips. Notice if you're shifting forward, we want hips in line with knees. You could also fold over from this shape and see what it feels to add a bit of crease into the hips in the front space. And you choose. We take a couple of breaths, relaxing through the shoulders. And one more. Slowly draw the knees closer together, and we'll sit our tail onto the floor now, extending our legs out in front of us. So we're just coming into a straight up forward fold here. Find your sits bones, melt them into the mat. Notice if your feet are the same distance in front of you. You want that to be level. Soften the front side of the hips. Grow your crown towards the sky. So breathe lots of space into the spine. Keep your knees soft. And with each exhale, ask your belly button to come a little more forward. So keep the shoulders behind you, that safe space for the neck soft, and some cycles of breath to almost lift the spine up out of the pelvis so there's space you can fold. Relax the lower spine. Keep the knees soft. This is a beautiful shape to feel how breath can really support the experience. The belly fills. When we exhale, that release of the belly helps us kind of melt a little more forward. So take one more breath here. Slowly rise back up again. Shift your knees into a bend and then come over onto your hips. Come into that tabletop shape one more time. We're going to come into a low lunge, left leg first. So take the left foot, step it in front of you, align the knee over the ankle if possible, toes are forward. And then there's lots of different options here as far as our upper body, but let's set the bottom from hips to tail or to toes. That back right leg now, we want slightly closer to the right edge of the mat so we're out from our hips. Dig the toes, lay the foot flat. Just notice your knee, how that feels. You can stay right here, hands rooted to floor. You could settle some blocks underneath your hands also if you like how that feels. You can come up right for this one. Rest your hands on the thigh. You could also extend or reach your arms up above you if you like how that feels. So choose something for your upper body. And a few deep, smooth breaths. One more cycle. Relax your hands down to the mat. Now we're taking this front left knee and softening it down to the floor. So slide the foot a little more over to the right side of the mat and then shift the right leg further back behind you. And here we are in pigeon. So for pigeon, we always have some different choices as far as upper body. You can stay very upright in this shape, even adding a curve. You can fold over this front knee if you like how that feels. You can also play with this right leg behind, bend the knee, connect hand and foot if you like how that feels. If this shape causes you some discomfort, you can take a block and place it underneath that front hip. We want to be able to relax into the shape. So if you feel clenching and holding and tightness, add some support underneath the hips. And take one more breath here. Looking for the spaces we can relax and release. Press into your hands now. Dig the toes of that back right foot. We're going to shift the left leg back and step the right one forward. Knee above ankle, toes forward. Left foot this time, leg behind us, slightly closer to the left edge of the mat. Find a spacing that feels safe, interesting, connected. Stay folded over, rise up into this shape, add a layer of arms, anything that interests you. And some breaths to sink into the hips. Shoulders soft, smooth, deep breaths. And one more. Feeling how your body experiences this shape. And we'll shift this into the pigeon. So bring your hands to the floor and we'll softly bend the knee in front of us. Move the foot closer to the left side so there's some space to melt the hips. Take a notice if you're leaning on one side more than the other. We want to be right as centered as we can for this one. Choose to stay upright, choose to fold over. Go right back to breath. Using our breath to hold us in the moment and to create the sensations of openness, spacious, add some length and softness. Relax, release, melt. One more breath. Shifting out of this shape now, dig the toes of that leg behind and we'll press the knee back. Bring your knees together and we'll shift onto one of our hips, and we're coming into a bit of a rotation now for the spine, and this is going to be the last shape we make. So turn over. We'll bring the shoulders back to the mat. Hug the belly muscles in. You can use the strength of your belly or your arms can assist you, but we slowly return. Once the crown feels the floor, press the shoulders in and relax them. Extend your arms out to the sides. You can have palms up, you can shift your palms down, but we're bringing our knees into this tabletop shape. Knees touching, feet touching. Use the strength of your center to relax the knees towards the floor on the left side. Keep your on the right side first. Keep the left shoulder rooted. So we want to keep the upper spine connected through the shoulders. You can send your gaze to the left. Take some breaths. Press the belly out as you breathe. Rise the breath to the collarbones. And one more breath. Can even shift the knees a little closer to the arms. Hug the belly muscles in, and we'll slowly transition back through center and then soften the knees to the floor on the left side. If the knees don't reach, you can take something, maybe a pillow from your couch, if you have some yoga blocks, just anything to tuck underneath the knees if they feel floating is uncomfortable. Keep the right shoulder rooted. You can add the neck into this rotation by looking to the right. Feel how your belly moves. And one more cycle of breath. Hug the belly muscles in. Bring the knees back through center. And then soften the feet to the floor. Take a moment, check in with your body now. Are there any last wiggles, movements, shifts it would like to experience, or bring it into a place of balance? Releasing, feel your shoulders, hips, legs, and a smooth, deep breath to just melt into your body. And we take some moments and experience Shavasana. So you can extend your legs flat. You can keep your knees bent. You would just bring your knees a little closer together and feet a little wider, so as your body relaxes, it melts into itself. You can place your arms anywhere that feels beautiful to you, at your sides. And we take some moments of breath and relaxation. Shift your awareness to breath. Just take a few cycles and feel the movement of your body as it breathes. Can you follow your breath with your awareness as it enters through the nostrils, flows through the lungs, and exits again? Just follow that path. Using the exhale to release the holding, add the softness. Hips melting. Shoulders releasing. Even the holding through your face, softness around the eyes, cheeks and jaw. And a few more deep, smooth, soothing breaths. And one more. And some moments now of transition from stillness, inviting a bit of movement back to your body. So you begin to shift, add a bit of wiggles, whatever comes to you, intuitive, nurturing, peaceful, but add some movement and feel that energy of awakening. It's a very soft transition. If you were laying, maybe become rolling over onto your side. You can press your body up back into a seated shape. If you're seated already, take a few breaths now. Just be in the moment you're in. This is the intention of yoga. Being in the present moment. Can you feel, what are you experiencing in this moment? What is real? How does your body feel? Have any emotions arisen in you? What did the practice of yoga bring to you? Just take a moment, observe. And I always interlace my fingers as the symbol of the interconnectedness of all things. You and me and all the things around us. Connected in a way it's hard to see or feel with our senses. But when you sink into that deeper layer of your humanness, There's a space we all share, and from that space in me to you, I wish for you wellness, healing, moments of peace, moments of joy, moments where you create. And in the Sanskrit word, it ties all of those kind of wishes together. It means, may all be well with you. Namaste. Namaste, my lovely bits of stardust in human form.